So in the cloud hands, it will be again using the force, right? Ground force. So let's try first statically in one position. Yeah, place one hand in front of the chest bone. Yeah, keep your elbow slightly down, not fully down, not floppy, but allow the expansion again from the ground. And another hand in front of the dantian. Yeah. And now let's turn and shift a bit of weight to the left leg. And this hand turns. And then you sink down, you use the ground force. So the ground force actually bringing now your right arm up. And return to 50-50. The hand is brought in. Then you turn, you kind of hold the ball on this side. And then you start relaxing again. Yeah, what you can allow the hand which is rising to pass in between the thumb and the index finger of the another hand. And again, to the center, turn to the left, and really use the ground force. What we spoke today is very beautifully connects. Continue. I will just move a bit to the side. And now when you move to the left and start the movement, close the foot to the 2/3 of the shoulder width. Then, similar movement. What you can also do when you turn and hold the ball, you can raise the heel. It will help a bit. And then, as you start the movement of the hand, you step. And when you finish the movement of the hand, you land the foot down. Then you go to the center and you land your heel. Then you turn to another side, hold the ball, you raise your heel. And you step. Turn. And can step. Land your heel. Raise your heel. Land your heel. Raise your heel. Land your heel. Raise your heel. When you start going here, hands down, you are actually sinking down. You are seated fully into the left leg, and you do the step. Same here. Be seated. Send your awareness into ground, under your foot. And again. Very good. Looks good. Now close to 2/3 of the shoulder width. And now don't step when you change direction. Come here, just do one without stepping. Turn, and now open your right foot. Landing heel, raising heel. Landing heel, raising heel. Landing heel, raising heel. Yeah, so really go down, sink your mind, intention, attentions, all of that into the ground under the foot as you step. Very good. Let's collect now. So in the form, the movement prior to cloud hands is single whip. And the movement after the cloud hands is also single whip. We have two single whips in the form, one before cloud hands and one after. So just observe. Let me, hope you can see me. Yeah, we arrived after the grasp the sparrow tail, we have the single whip. Then you send your awareness into the ground under the left foot. So it becomes more substantial a bit. And then you pivot on the ball of the right foot. Pivot enough so it's become forward. Yeah. Then you go start moving into the right foot and your left hand will go down. So you pivot this on the heel until the foot facing the corner. And then you pivot on the toes and you fully sit into your right leg. You arrive and hold the ball. And then you do first cloud hand. You bring the foot to the shoulder width. Then you go to the middle. And then we do the cloud hands. You close. So we have 6 in total, yeah? So I don't remember how many I did, but let's say this is number 4, this is number 5, and this is number 6, the last one. So the closing step is the last one. Then you go here, and from here you create a bird's beak, like in a cloud hand, like in the single whip. Then you sit into the right leg, you pivot on the left toes, facing the corner. You step out, sink into both feet, adjust the foot, load, and you expand into single whip. All right? Now, what is this movement? So for example, this can be if a fist comes to you, you divert the fist and actually, if the left hand, imagine your left hand coming, yeah, you meet it like this and you kind of create a hook it and then this hand is ready to attack, for example, yeah? Divert, and you can attack to the ribs, to the head, to the torso, yeah? To the waist. For example, yeah? So in the form, actually, you could already do the bird's beak here on the second single whip, but to be consistent with previous single whip, you can just remember, this is one of the usages, yeah? And just after you hear, just move into and do so it's consistent, connect the fingers as you push from the foot. Yeah, but from usage perspective, it can be directly made like this, yeah? Here, like diverting a punch, for example, yeah? All right. Should we try together? I will do mirror image so you could see me, guys. So let's face this direction, turn your right foot 45, left foot forward. And let's take a position of the single whip. And then I will guide you slowly. So let's do. you first sink your attention into the ground under the left foot. So this becomes more substantial. The left foot becomes more substantial, and you pivot now on the ball of the right foot until it's forward. Then you go down and you start transferring the weight to the right. You pivot on the left heel. And then you pivot on the left toes and you sit into the right hip and you hold the ball. And then you do first cloud hand. And you close the foot to the shoulder width. Then you go forward, turn to the left, hold the ball, and close to the 2/3 of the shoulder width. Third cloud hand. Fourth cloud hand. Fifth cloud hand. And last cloud hands. And then as you move, you can turn. Then you sink into the right hip, pivot on the left toes. Because of the relaxation, you drop the elbow, sink the shoulder, hand becomes in front of the chest bone. And as you turn, you bring the foot in. Part of the turn is pelvis turns, the foot is brought in. Then you step out, you face the corner. You sink into both feet. You face the corner. You adjust the foot, you load, and you release. And then sink your awareness, sink your attention to the ground under the left foot. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. Then go down, start transferring the weight, your left hand goes down, you pivot on the heel, and then you pivot on the toes, you fully sit into your right leg, into your right hip, and you hold the ball. And then you do first cloud hands. Down. Second cloud hands. Third cloud hands. Fourth cloud hands. Fifth cloud hands. And the last one, sixth. Then move. As you move, make here this, and then sit into the left hip and pivot on the left, sit into the right hip and pivot in on the left toes, bring the foot in, step out. As you are stepping out, as you sink into both feet, move away a bit from your arm. Adjust the foot, so you are now between the corner and the front. Then load and release. Push from the back leg into single leap. And in the posture, see if the tension accumulated up, sit yourself, feel the spine, the hips, the sacrum, the tailbone, relax your shoulders. Yeah, so you can slightly relax even more into the posture. All right. Single leap. Left becomes a bit more substantial, so you can turn your foot. And first cloud. Third. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Adjust the foot, load. Relax. Be aware of the breath, be aware of the body. Be at the moment, experience, be present. Parting the horse's mane. Shoulders drop. And transitioning to wide crane spreads its wings. Brushing the playing the lute. Repulse the monkey. Grasps the sparrow tail. Again, grasp the sparrow tail in another direction. Turn. Hold the ball. Step. Sink into both feet. Adjust the foot load. Ward of right. Roll back. Press. Push. Transitioning to single weight. Cloud hands. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Last. And single weight. Let's turn and collect. Transfer the weight to the right, close the left. Coming up.
The last movement, what we were learning today, when you're having this beak in one hand, which is right, and the left one, what left position?
So you mean by the end of the movement, right?
Yeah, by the end, yeah.
Left hand position, like in brush the knee, it's in the middle. It's touching the middle plane. Okay. The three fingers, thumb, index, and middle finger touching that plane. Yeah. So obviously, when you move into position, I'll do mirror image. When you move into position, yeah, you go, you adjust, and then as you release, it's turning into this. Yeah. Turning into this position. It's part of the release because the force is coming, remember, from the ground. The right hand expands, and the left hand also releasing the force. Yeah. So three fingers, you can place a plane like this, touching, but not touching like this. Yeah, any awkward position. It's triangulates. You see, the hand, the palm is kind of continuation of the arm. Yeah, so it's this direction towards the center. Right? Yeah, and this hand just goes as a part of this expansion, yeah, which is held, it goes and expands. Yeah, so from here, you load and you expand. So it expands. Load, it expands. Shoulder needs to rest. Go down.
But the elbow's slightly bent.
What?
The elbow, you don't straighten your arm, do you? It's slight bend.
You don't think about it. It's not locked, definitely. Definitely not locked, but you allow it to expand internally through this ground force, which you spoke about, comes through the hips, through the lumbar area. Yeah, it just supports it. Yeah, but you don't lock it forcefully. No, you're right. When you lock, the expansion is not possible to the edges of meridians. It expands, but it's not locked. When locked, you cannot expand really internally. Yeah, it needs to go like in and out, like breathing in and out. Same here. It goes out. So it might be looking like straight, but it's not fully straight. Otherwise, as you progress through your practice, you will feel that the energy cannot reach. Yeah, if you lock, and it becomes rigid. The fascia cannot go and tendons cannot expand.
Yeah.
So slowly you will become aware of this. All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
I wish you a good week and a good weather. And now you know what to do if the clouds are coming. So you see cloud is here, I will start doing this.
Yeah.